Okay, we're back live. I believe so, and I think here I can take the chat out of this window and put it over here. Okay, we're back here for another pass. And just check here on the third monitor. Yeah, it looks like everything's going. I got some things set up better with the OBS software, so we're back to filling the screen here, which is good. The pass is at 12:13 my time, so in about 12 minutes. And I'm Randy, K7AGE, doing live SSTV reception from the International Space Station. And this is a week-long event, or 6 days anyway, so it ends next Sunday. No, Saturday, I believe. And Friday, maybe. Yeah, Friday and the 31st. So it runs from now through the 31st. And the ISS transmits on 2 meters on 145.800. I say hi, Andy. Hi, Don. Roger. People appearing in the chat room. We have 28 watching here at the moment, so thanks everybody for coming by. Again, the ISS transmits on 145.800. SSTV software to take and decode it. This is free. I have a video up on my YouTube channel where I show how to use Heavens Above to do satellite tracking if you're not familiar with that. Good evening, Evan. And you're looking a little like Santa. Anyway, SSTV, using the PD 120 mode is what they transmit on. So it takes 2 minutes to send an image, and then they take a break for 2 minutes. And we can see on Orbitron here that it's getting closer to me. I'm going to change the zoom to North America. And it shows you the longitude, latitude, the altitude, 424 kilometers. It's at 307 degrees azimuth, and it's at a minus 19 degrees elevation. And so if I was able to point through the Earth, that's where I would receive that. And I'm using a Comet GP15 verticals. This is a 2 meter, 70 centimeter, and 6 meter vertical. No audio when I switch to close-up camera, thank you. I'll fix that here in a second. In fact, let me just do that now. So let me bring me back. And now we should have audio with this here. Okay. Yeah, each different video scene you have to establish all the audio. You have to connect all that. Audio's back okay, audio fine, but low. Let me see here, headset, I can turn that up a little bit. Maybe speak a little closer. Okay, so we're all set there for the moment. I go back to the, Okay. I received this from Lynn, KN7TAZ. He lives in Brookings, about 25 miles away from me, using his FT991A in a diamond, not a diamond, typo there, with his X50 vertical. So he got a better image than I did. So congratulations, Lynn. I'd say that is almost perfect. There's a couple little noise hits in there. That's the way I had received the image. So I had quite a bit more noise. So interesting difference in the antenna and such. Carhartt should sponsor me. No. No. So, and go back here to the tracking Orbitron. Wrong one. And you can see here's the terminator, or the gray line between sunlight and darkness. So it's coming into sunlight. I did find where I can do the longer tracks. So let me go back to the world view here for a second. So the line here is showing where the IS is going for one orbit. If I press this long track, it shows it where it'll be on the following orbit, and I can go up to 3 tracks of preceding where it is. So you can see it's headed out over more towards the ocean for the night. So the next pass for me is at 3 o'clock in the morning. I will not be live streaming at 3 o'clock in the morning. Wild Cascadia Radio. Hi there. Glad to see you. Yeah, I think we met at Pacificon, I believe. And so what do we got here? Just a few more minutes. Comes over 12:13. Oh, about 6 minutes. Again, I went into Orbitron. I did a prediction, so I have all the passes from now through Friday at my fingertips. Just watching the chat here. See if there's anything else coming up. Over the Orbitron display, one of the things I watch here is the elevation. So now it's at -7. So in this pass, it'll peak up to the highest will be 5.7. So this is a pretty low pass coming through here. So we'll see what we get. Could just be a bunch of noise. That's kind of the way it is. What do we got here? 53 people watching. Thanks everybody for stopping on by. Well, Cascadia Radio would like to work me on FT8 at some time. Well, yeah, we'll figure out a time. Carlos, hola. And let me change the zoom here back to North America. And you can move this around. Just click and drag on it. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to stay in real time. Just mess myself up. Thank you, Matthew. Well, this is a fun event. I always wanted to do a video on how to receive the images from the space station, but I usually would think about it like a day before it happens. So this time I saw the announcement about 10 days before, and I posted a video about 3 days ago on how to receive the images. I go through how to do the tracking, starting with heavens-above.com, which is easy. All you do is put in your location, zip code, city, and then I talk about the radio system and your antenna. You can use an HT as well as your base station. A mobile with a mobile antenna will work just fine. And then I show how to use SSTV and a application on your iPhone, which there's also other things for the Android folks out there. Greetings from New Zealand. Hot summer morning there. If everything goes well, we'll be there next year at Christmas. We're trying to get a tour set up to go down to New Zealand. So where are we at here? We're getting close. Getting close. So when they starts getting within range, I'll open up the squelch on the radio. Yeah, we're a little bit white outside here in Go Beach, about 40 miles up from the California border. 1 mile from the ocean, up 1,100 feet. So I have a real good view out to the west, which is right here on the map. Hot summer morning. And you can see it's just going to skirt. Over here is what they call a radar display, and this will put a track. Excuse me. And you'll see a path here. So it's not going to go very high this time. But you have, from now through Friday, 24 hours a day. What I would just do when I finish here, or before I go to bed tonight, I'll make sure the radio is on and ISS SSTV is running, because it will, every image that it receives, it'll put into the history area here. Then I can come back in the morning and see what I have. Okay, so we're here at -1 degrees. Let's open up the squelch. See what happens. It's common for locals to retransmit the signal after LOS. You probably could. I don't know if you want to do it on the ISS frequency. You can feed it through your local repeater for your club members to be able to try at it. I do have a couple sample audio file videos on my YouTube channel. Just do a search for ISS SSTV. The one I use for my how to do videos is the one that's 27 minutes long. And where are we at here? We're at 1 degree. You can see on the radar screen here, it's just starting to paint the path. 55 people. Again, thanks everybody for stopping by. The image takes 2 minutes to transmit, and then they pause for 2 minutes. And that's Orbitron just woke up. It's at 2.3 degrees. So they transfer for 2 minutes, then they pause for 2 minutes. Transmit for 2 minutes, pause for 2 minutes. So it may or may not be transmitting right here at the moment. Hey, Smitty. Glad you stopped by. I've joined the crowd to do OBS live streaming. This is my second live stream, so I think I'm getting it all set up. Got Alaska, Arthur. Alaska. Thanks for all the videos. Well, thanks for watching. I'd like to do more, but busy with a lot of stuff here all the time. This may be a bust, because we're at 4 degrees. My tracking software is going to peak out at 5.7. Not very exciting. I'm in grid square CN 72. 64 people. I just pop up the photo here that Lynn, my neighbor in Brookings, about 25 miles away. This is what he copied in the last pass. Using his Yaesu FT991 and his diamond antenna. So he got a really good pass. That's darn near perfect. There's a couple of noise bars in there. 145, 800 is the frequency. OBS is good fun. Yeah. Lots of things to set. Every time you have a different scene, you gotta make sure you got all the audio voices connected back in, all that. So works Squelch just opened up. He's down in the southern part of California. I'm not hearing it. It's funny, on the waterfall, I do see lines. I'm not hearing it. FMD. There it is. Thank you. Okay, I think they've stopped transmitting. I don't see the lines in the waterfall. I see 9700 is what I'm using. I don't see the lines in it. That's weird. What time do they start sending? I started in Pacific time at 2 o'clock this morning for the first pass of the 6-day pass. This is the last pass that I'll be able to receive when it starts up again at 3 o'clock in the morning my time. I recommend going to heavens-above.com, entering your location, and doing a prediction, and a 10-day prediction. Yep, they'll transmitting 24/7, but it's 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off. 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off. Still nothing. Lynn, I just copied that picture I just showed you. So in the chat room, there's just nothing here. So it may be a little too low for us. Is it 4.9? Nothing here either. What if there's not transmitting for some reason? That's always a possibility. If there's a spacewalk, they shut it off. So hopefully we don't have any of those going on here. Turn the noise level down here. I listen to that all the time. 68 people. Thanks for stopping by. Mark says it's almost at apogee, at 8 degrees. That would be his maximum elevation for him. It's located over here. Don says he's going to record the audio in his SDR Uno and then play it back into ISS SSTV. So that's a good strategy if you're just starting out. Because if you're outside with your HT trying to do it, you got your phone trying to decode. If you don't get the decoding working right, you've kind of blown the pass. But if you record the audio, you can always play it back later into the decoding software and do it a couple times. Turn the squelch up. I think it's a bust here today. Mark is using QSSTV for the Linux, folks, between the last stream and this one. So he got motivated and got things running. Post your pictures. Carlos. Invitation Skype. Process. I'm not sure what that means. I don't read Spanish. Well, I think that's all for today. Don has it until 9:43 tomorrow morning to figure it all out. Well, you can go to my YouTube page and download or view one of those ISS sample audio files, and that'll may help you get your decoding set up. What's my 2-meter antenna? I'm running a Comet GP15. This is a 70 centimeter, 2 meter, and 6 meter vertical. So the pattern is pretty low. I've used this before and had excellent results. So the higher gain antenna is not always good for you because the higher the gain, the narrower and the pattern becomes. You know, quarter wave vertical has a much wider vertical pattern to it. I checked it in last pass. Ed, I heard it in about 1.5 frames. Of course, I've been trying to ship audio from my 991 to Windows 10. Yeah. You should be able to go into your 991A or into your decoding software and select the 991, your 991A as the sound source. That's what I've done here. If I go to ISS SSTV, if I open up the setup, does that show? Yeah. So in here is where you can pick your sound input device. It doesn't show up. Let me close this, get back to the main screen. So if you go options, setup, put it over here. Here we go. Here's where you can select things. Now, I've relabeled my sound devices with the radio's name, so it may just show up as USB codec. So try selecting those, open the squelch, and see if you see noise appearing up on the top here. What else here? I have fantastic gear. Thank you. Yeah, I pretty much it's been an all ICOM year. I got a 7610, a 9700, an FT705 here a few months ago, and I'm going to be installing a radio system into my camp trailer. Hope to have it ready for Quartzfest, and also this summer I'll be going to EA, Experimental Aircraft Association Air Show in Wisconsin, Oshkosh. So I got myself another ICOM. I got a IC 7100 because I wanted a all band, all mode radio. I can put the control head on the table in the trailer and not take up a lot of space. It has USB control and audio, so that'll make it nice. I bought the AH4 antenna tuner, which I'm going to mount on the back ladder. I have about a 25-foot mast I can set in, run it, drop a wire down, and hopefully get on most of the HF bands here. Steve, I think you will. Oh, an egg beater. Yeah, that'll work. A lot of things will work. Some things will work better. Like when I go to the antenna seminars at Pacificon, Tom, I forget his last name, one of the things, he says all antennas work. Some work better than others. So I'm going to say 73. We've had close to 70 people watching, and I'll try and beyond. Let me look at the schedule here. There's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock passes tomorrow morning. If you see a notification pop up, I'll be on. There's 11 o'clock. So I get morning passes here, how it's working out. And Guy, I got a Twitter from him, said no joy here. Mark didn't get anything either. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll try this again tomorrow. Happy SSTV. Happy ISS SSTV receiving event. 73.